Oh, Harris was playing the wobble board in the background. Someone.
No, I just dropped my dice.
Ah, oh no.
Go for it, mate.
Start rolling them now.
Yeah.
You roll them now and you get a d20, you're never going to get one, or a nat 20, you're never going to get one cup again. Right, all good?
Yeah, but
All good. All right, let me get the recap. So, episode 4's recap. The party began in a tense situation. They'd broken into... Why is
you
it
didn't pay
just go-
attention. Sorry.
What's happening?
Are we ready? Shall I begin?
You already have begun. Carry on.
The party began in a tense situation. They'd broken into the Runzie house, and Opal had just been spotted on the ceiling by Mr. and Mrs. Runzie. The situation soon escalated as Mr. Runzie tried to defend the house, and the party quickly dispatched the pajama-clad couple. It quickly dawned on them, with little to no evidence to incriminate the pair, they had indeed broken into someone's house and murdered them. Happily, however, some investigation of the house unveiled they were indeed affiliated with the pirates, responsible for sinking their ship, and so felt a little less guilty. But they did leave the chef in the house alive. Will this come back to haunt them later? Some shopping and drinking took place the next day as the party awaited a potential meeting with the Bones crew, but not before nearly dropping themselves in it with Albertus, who had said he has an assignment for them and will take them to blimey. Some shopping and drinking took place the next day as the party awaited a potential meeting with the Bones crew, but not before nearly dropping themselves in it with Albertus, who has said he has an assignment for them that will take them to Oro Farm. Most notably, Rolio discovered that Sam McHockin was in possession of a fragment of Pixis, another tense situation as the existing blade absorbed this fragment. The fragment, as we later discovered, was stolen from Yaz Stormshroud. Eventually, the party discover young Jimmy had come through and indeed set up the meeting, but little information was to be gained as they soon discovered that Rolio had inadvertently recovered the missing piece. We left our heroes retiring for the evening in their lodge to the calls of the town crier shouting murder. And that's where we find you all now. So obviously that's 2 days worth of events that happened there. Let me just bring up this bit here. So it is night time. And so just as a reminder, you do have that delivery to make for Albertus. And I think we said there was a horse and cart that could be provided to help you move it. Rolio, you'd been told by Slip that tomorrow he'll be sending for you. He's going to be finding some work for you to do. We didn't finish sorting out your hat shopping. You wanted a new hat. So I think that was down to me. So I'll say retcon-wise, if you would like to have bought a hat during the daytime, you can do. Just take 2 gold pieces out of your funds, and do you want to update us on what sort of hats you've gone for?
I think you're muted.
No, I cast silence on him.
You're still muted, James. I'll let you sort that problem out. And oh, there you go.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to use my laptop mic.
That's fine.
So it's just a normal like town hat.
Just a normal town hat, like a.
Yeah, I'd like. Yeah, just your basic like medieval style town hat.
Okie dokie.
Yeah.
That's fine. Where was I? So we've done that bit. So you've got a new hat. We don't need to worry about that too much now. So you're all still keen to track down that griffin at the farm, I believe, or at least Opal was. On that note, I will just say that it is just remember a dynamic and shifting world. So quests don't always hang about forever. Someone else might go and try and deal with that if you don't get there first. So a couple of things for you to decide upon, really. And obviously you've heard the town crier announcement for murder. And on that, basically it's a big city and murders happen quite a bit, as do a lot of other crimes. But the thing to remember with this is that the Runsies are, or were, wealthy, powerful, and quite influential people. So you're more likely to hear about that than just a regular Joe being found dead somewhere. But there's also the fact it could be an interesting news item for people, like some rich person's been found dead. But if you wanted to, I mean, it's the evening. Now might be the time for bed, unless you've got any discussions you want to have. Otherwise, it'll be a long rest. And Rolio, you got the chance to have read your book and obtain the knowledge I sent you on Discord.
Okay. Yeah, long rest for me. And
Day or night, immaterial to me. I'm going drinking for a little while.
Yeah. Gossel strolls off. Strolls off to the pub, or are you staying where you are and drinking at home?
No, I'm going down the pub. I'm not an antisocial
Going down the pub, that's fine.
bard. Might sing a song and earn some coin at the same time. I don't know yet.
Well, yeah, you could go down to probably the Drunken Fungus, I imagine. Again, it seems to be your favourite haunt so far.
Well, he paid us last time, I think, so that's all right.
Yeah, go down to the Drunken Fungus, and you'll be pleased to hear upon your arrival that they're doing a special tonight. Bum cocktails all around, and karaoke.
Excellent. That's a lovely, lovely combination. A bum cocktail and karaoke can't be bad.
You sort of turn up, and they say, "Oh yes, it's Fawcett Knob behind the bar there still. He never seems to go and have anyone take over from him." He just says to you, "Oh, why you want to do the karaoke, do you?"
Well, why not? Why not? But first I'll have a pint and a half of Guinness with a Guinness chaser.
Excellent, excellent. Here you go. And I'll just explain to you about the karaoke. If you look over to the corner of the room, and he points across the bar, there is a pile of oak logs. And what you do is everyone takes it in turns. They pick up a log and carry it round the bar and put it back in the pile again. Karaoke.
Right, that seems reasonable.
I will point out that wasn't my joke, but I wanted to get it in there somewhere.
I think I prefer this karaoke than the other one.
And people are quite merrily strolling over to the pile, and they throw back their drink, and they pick up a log, and they carry it around the bar and place it back in the pile. And this goes on for hours, and no one really questions why.
Why not is the answer. Why not?
But
So
you could provide some music as well if you wanted to and earn some extra coin. And we could say you pop a hat on the floor, and maybe you make an extra 5 gold, 10 gold. Say 10 gold.
awesome. That'd be great. I will invest it in Guinness.
Excellent. And Fawcett Knob's very pleased with this. And eventually, the pub closes in the wee hours.
Right, that'll do. I'll go back and just sit there for a bit.
Yeah. I presume everyone else is having a sleep, or did you want to discuss anything?
I think Opal will walk around the streets a little bit by herself in the middle of the night, around midnight, into the shadows, and maybe have some dinner.
What sort of dinner are we talking about here?
With the pals.
Right. I was just, the nature of your character, I was thinking, ooh, maybe up to something, but cool. Anything from Brennan, or is Brennan retiring for the evening?
Off to sleep.
Cool. Well, we'll move ahead to the following morning, and there comes a knock at the door. Perhaps you're getting on with getting breakfast on the go. Let me just remind myself. Where's he gone to? Ah, there he is. So in the morning, who answers the door?
I think I'll probably am asleep because I went to bed late.
Yeah.
I'll answer the door.
Rolio answers the door to a maybe familiar face. The old man from before, Doodle McGuigan. He's finally tracked you down. And he's at the door with you, and he says, "Finally, my memory is not so good. Rolio, I believe. Was that your name?"
Yeah, it was. How can I help, old man?
"I finally tracked you down. I've been trying to find you around the city. One person says you're in this pub. Another person says you're in this pub. Then you're doing something else somewhere else on the docks. And I really struggled to find you, but I've finally done it. Brilliant. Now, where's that young lad Brennan who said I could come and be your butler?"
I'm just gonna laugh and let him step to the side and let him in.
"Fantastic, thank you, my lad. Oh, sorry, I come with one other. This young fellow I found looking around. He was snooping around for you too." And you see that hooded elven figure of great mystery steps through the door.
Found you. I knew I'd find you. I see you've been busy. I'm glad you didn't burn the house down.
We wasn't planning on burning the house down. Just gonna we figured that the kids weren't too bad, so might not be too bad. So we went and had a chat with the guys at the academy, and hopefully got that sorted.
A demon's a demon. Blood should be spilt.
We don't know that at all. So yeah, we thought we'd better hand it over to the proper authorities.
Okay. He sort of just walks in and goes and finds a seat and just sits there.
Hear a loud crash and a bang from the kitchen. "Oh, no. Sorry, I'll tidy this up."
I'm gonna go back and get some bacon.
"Bacon. Let me find the larder."
I'll point him at the larder.
He very quickly busies himself.
I'm just gonna start eating. Carry on just looking for the book. I know there's something more just happen.
As you're having breakfast, perhaps others start to make their way into the main living space. Another knock comes at the door.
I don't know why they bother installing a door in this place.
Tell me about it.
So you see, guys, if you walk around the rooms, you see Opal is like in the bed. She's like one arm is on one side of the bed, the other one is diagonal, and her hair is like everywhere, and she just snores really loudly. So she hasn't heard anything what's happening.
If anyone goes into Opal's bedroom, that's what you see.
If you
But
want to wake her up,
the door is still not been answered, and you just hear outside, "Hello? I found you. Get on out here, Rolio."
Oh, it's for you, Druid. You can bring
Yes.
breakfast down now.
Yeah, I'll go have a chat with him. I'll go open the door.
I
But
don't
I
think
open
he's
it and then
waiting
go
anyway.
out.
You go outside, yeah?
I'm not letting him in.
Yeah. "I found me a job that I can give to you to do. A couple things I want recovered. Cover
Okay.
the cost of the thing that you took."
It was an accident, but yeah, that's what do you need?
Well, accident or no accident, this has to be dealt with. So
100% agree. I'll pay my debts.
well, good. I'm glad to hear that. these are a couple of items that are known to some certain collectors, and I've been tasked with obtaining them. But rather than pay anyone to go after them or take up my own time, I'm going to give them to you to do to pay your debt. So, first one, Magister's Keep. Ever heard of it?
I believe I have.
Well, there's a farm out that way, and it's built on top of this old keep. There's some catacombs beneath it. There's a locket in there. It's quite an expansive site. I believe they built a farmhouse out of some of the old ruins, but this locket belonged to one of the magisters when it was still a place of study. Anyway, it was buried with him. There's some treasure hunters have been looking for it, but they haven't had much luck. I want that thing recovered before anyone else does it. And that's going to cover part of your debt. And then there's another item I want recovered.
Mm-hmm.
There's a village west of here called Ancastill. And there's a man there of ill repute. I want something he has, and it's a bridle for a horse, but it's got some magical properties to it, and he's been using it to illegally win some races. You see, well, I've got a competitor of his who is looking to pay a pretty penny for its recovery, and well, if you can get that for me, that'll cover the other half of your debt. Now, I'm not into crime, so I mean, I'm not going to tarnish my reputation by trying to obtain this bridle from this guy. So I'm not going to suggest you use underhand tactics to do it, but maybe you'll have to. I don't know.
I'm sure I'll figure out a way to get it. But got a time limit on getting these?
Well, the locket, people have been looking for it for a while. They haven't found it just yet, but I think it's only a matter of time before someone does. The catacombs are somewhere on the farmland there, the farm grounds. I mean, I don't think the farmer's going to mind you digging around in there. I mean, it's not really anything he gains any profit from. It's just an abandoned building.
What's the farmer called?
What was his name now? Hang on, I will tell you what his name was. It's in a different file. The farmer. You're looking for a Raymond Silbert and his wife Marjorie. They're the current, they're the elders of the family. They got a couple of kids and some grandkids that all live and work there. So that's who you're after.
And who's the current owner of the bridle?
What was his name now? I don't think I know what his name was. I think he's have to ask around. Oh no, hold on. Was it Fergus Cassidy? Fergus Cassidy was his name. Human fella, about in his 50s. He runs a livestock farm down there in Ancastill. Yeah, I mean, the bridle, I mean, I don't think that's going to go anywhere. The locket, yeah, that's time sensitive. But anyway, get them done, get them back to me, and I'll forgive you.
Again, I was a mistake now, I'm sorry, but we'll get this sorted one way or another.
All right,
He's
well, I'm
very
trusting you.
nonchalant with it. He just goes back in, doesn't say bye.
Yeah, that's fine. And Slip walks away.
Go back to my bacon.
Well, I shall leave you guys to decide what you want to do. I have given you all the information there is to be given.
Oh. Look at the plans.
Anyone want
Did we have a time scale again on the crate?
The crate was get it to Orifan.
I can't remember if we gave us a time scale on getting the crate to
No, there wasn't.
Rose Legio.
I don't think there was a time scale. I think it was literally just a get it done. But it is in the building.
I didn't write that down anyway.
You got the crate and there's a note with the crate.
Sorry, my headset's just done for.
That's all right.
Looks like I'm buying one of them again. Sorry, I didn't hear what the time scale on the crate was.
So the crate, you got just the supplies that Albertus wants you to take to Orifan. It comes with a note attached, a sealed note. And yeah, there was no real time scale. It's just he wants it done, and it's an assignment for you all to do.
Imagine. I think we should go griffin hunting.
Is there any noise in the house so Opal will wake up or not?
What do you mean? Like, well, there's people talking, and then McDoodle crashing about in the kitchen. But
So she's like, open the door. The hair is everywhere. Like, what's happening? Why is it so noisy? It's still very early. Who are you?
who are you talking to?
To the old man. Why are you doing all this noise? I want to sleep.
Oh, I'm your butler. Do you remember you employed me? And then you walked away. I had to find you all. I've been walking up and down the streets for days.
Huh? What is he saying, guys? Why is he here? Butler.
He works for us.
Oh, can I have some eggs and bacon and a lot of sausages?
Yes.
And make them rare, please.
Rare sausages?
Yeah, they're nice.
You'll get a bad stomach eating rare sausages.
I like them rare, please.
I'd
So
be
what's
more worried about
happening?
the rare eggs.
They will be watery.
We're talking about what to do next.
What are we going to do next? Oh, let's go and hunt that really nice big bird creature.
The griffin.
Yes, maybe we can get him to be our pet.
I think there's more money in getting him caught.
In getting what?
Catching him.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so what's your plan on catching the griffin? Will we need some nets or?
I can cast a snare on him and keep him held down.
And you can hold that.
But that
for a
won't
long
last
while,
forever,
can you?
so then a rope would be needed. But the snare should hold him down for a little bit.
Right. Oh, that sounds great.
Do we need a big maybe cage to put him in? How are we going to hold him in place?
I think we'll sit you on his back and make you ride him home.
Oh yes! Yes, I would love that. But how are we going to get him to come over? We need to give him some food, or what will be? I can be the bait.
Could be the bait. That'll work. I was going to suggest a mysterious stranger because we haven't got his name yet, and I'm not all that attached to people with no names. So we could use him over there on that bench. But if you
Pull
want to be
back.
the bait yourself, you can be.
Who are you in the bench?
Say again, Baina.
Who? And she's just like looking on the bench and it's like, who are you in the bench?
I will speak for Tom because he's just had to quickly pop off. I'm unimportant at the moment. I'm just observing what everyone's up to, really.
Very strange name. It's unimportant your first name, and at the moment your second name.
I think it might just be
It's Imp middle name. Ortant is my last name.
I see. Well, Mr. Ortant, you oughtn't to have come in here without a proper name, I tell you.
But yeah, I've got other business at the farm where the griffin is, so I'd like to go there. 2 birds, 1 stone, or 2 griffins, 1 stone.
Ooh, is there a second griffin? Oh,
Yeah.
I can keep one for a pet. Oh no, we can ride him and we will travel with him. That will be fun.
Okay.
Well, if we don't catch him, the druid's going to be wild shaping for an awful long time.
But yeah, let's finish breakfast, and then if no one's got anything else, we'll head to the griffin.
To the griffin!
Why do you bother eating breakfast?
We have to eat.
Why do you eat? I don't get it.
Do you not? The same reason you drink.
Oh,
fun.
right, so you drink to forget your worries. Eat to forget your worries. I get it. I get it now.
Eating makes us happy.
Right. I just didn't see the point because I thought you ate to keep yourself alive, but you're going to die anyway. So, you know,
Die?
well,
Who's going to die? Oh, no.
anyone that breathes dies, don't they? They all die in the end. I've seen quite a few go by my windows, you know. They're not here anymore. And they've all been eating and drinking and looking after themselves, and they all end up dead in the end. I've seen it.
If you ever want not to die, you can talk to me.
I don't have to worry too much about those kind of things. I mean, they become dysfunctional. Of course, some people would argue that I've been dysfunctional for a long time.
You can even be dysfunctional for hundreds of years. It's really nice.
Right. I wouldn't advise you try to bite me, though. You'll break your teeth.
Oh, we can always try. Look, if you would like to help me and you would like to donate a little bit of your blood, that will make us really good friends.
Well, that's where I come to the sticking point of the whole problem there.
What do you mean?
Don't have any blood to donate, missus.
Huh? So she comes near you and she starts sniffing you. What do you mean? Do I smell blood or not?
No,
He's
I've got
Warforged.
no blood.
Oh, he's warm. I'm so sorry. Yeah, but does he know? You know, maybe she's.
I think
I-
it would be fairly obvious the fact that he's made of metal.
Yeah, that's fine. Sorry, my. So
All
you,
right, it's a very good disguise that I'm wearing, so it is.
I thought it was a costume. Oh my god, that's so interesting. And you know what? You can live forever.
Well, no, as long as I outlast my warranty, I'll be all right.
Okay, I didn't realize. Sorry.
So, we've got Gottle, we've got Opal, Rodeo, Brennan, and our mysterious stranger. You're all going to set out with the intentions of going to this farm.
How far is the journey?
Well, I'm glad you asked because I'm going to get into that now. I'm going to pop into the maps tab. Well, a map. Upload a file. This is the new. Well, it's not the new. It's the same map of the region as before, but with the difference, it has the hex grid on it now. Because I've been playing around with this hex grid idea, so it's just popped up there now. Now, this hex is over Porth Bre. Ignore those. The hexes only apply outside, so you'll see that some of the forest sort of is in amongst the hex there, just north of Porth Bre, and you'll see there's a road going up north, podcast listeners, I will pop this on our social media. 1 hex. Now, this isn't strictly true to the DMG, but I have modified it ever so slightly. 1 hex is 1 day of travel, and the farm is in the 2nd hex north of of Porth Bre, where the hills are. In that
Right, so that's
top right
5 days travelling.
2 days.
No, 5 days.
It is, yeah.
Why
2
5?
there, 2 back, and 1 to do what we went to do.
Oh yeah, absolutely, and we've got some dice rolls to do as well. There won't be any navigation rolls because you'll be following a road, so you're absolutely fine on that front. But you will want to consider: have you got enough supplies? What the weather is, because that could impact your, whether you suffer fatigue. But yeah, we could do it. What I also want to know is, what are you doing about Albertus's package? Are you planning on taking that and doing everything in one go and then returning to Porth Bre, or are you going to go out, come back, go out, come back? How do you sort of intend to do it?
Where's Albertus once
Well,
his package dropping?
Yeah.
So Albertus wants you to take the bits and bobs he's got to Oro Farm, which is way up north. It's about 2 weeks north, just below the Jade Mountains and above the Red Steppe.
So is it before? It's after where we're going.
It's after where you'll be off to, yeah.
Oh, I need that map
we
bigger
said-
because I can't see Jack
We
Hard.
said before that the farm is like northeast and Orifan is northwest, so you would have to go off one way and then come back and then go northwest where the road splits.
Is the farm on the edge of the river there?
No, the farm. I should probably I didn't put a cross on there because there was no point. So you're
I can see Porth Bre, and northeast of it would be just outside the foresty bit.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, you got those hills, those little hills.
Mhm.
That's straight north, yep.
So follow that little road up into the 2nd hex,
Right, so,
and then you got the hills in the top right of that hex. The
Yep.
farm's nestled in around there.
right. So, it's unfortunate, isn't it? Otherwise we could have used the river. What a place to stick a fucking farm.
Maybe
Jeez.
that's
I think we
why
should all
they
do
are
it in one
not
go.
doing well.
No one said the farm's not doing well. I will remind you, because it's knowledge that your characters would have, but you've probably, because it was a few weeks back, it might not have remembered. The Griffin Riders wanted it potentially captured and brought back, so you needed a plan
Yeah.
for that.
I
Or you
think
could
we're
We've
going to
got
have to go and
the
come back
stone.
again if we want to capture it. Because I don't think we're going to
No.
flag a griffin all that way northwest, are we now?
No.
And then bring it all the way back again.
Opal's got a sending stone to get the guards to collect it.
What, we just tie it to a tree or something?
No,
We
we
can
just wait.
guard him until they come and collect him. That's why she suggested the gates. We need to have something to put the griffin in, so to wait until they will come and collect him.
I mean,
Maybe
we
we
definitely
should
got the horse and cart, so we can go in town to see if we can get a cage.
The thing is, the griffin riders are riding griffins, so they must have cages or something to keep them in. So maybe we will ask them to give us something, because if they want us to get the griffin for them, they need to give us something to do it.
Good idea. Even a length of big chain would do just grand, wouldn't it? So,
Yes.
yeah, you.
I think, yeah, let's go talk to the Griffin Riders.
right, off you go then.
I'm going to try and find a Crimson Blade to see if they know where the Crimson Riders, not Crimson Riders, the Griffin Riders are.
Yeah, I mean, you've got Crimson Blade, gate guards for this little community that we're in, and they'll tell you that the Griffin Riders, they're just on one of the terraces, so they've got like a taking off point.
Yeah.
And they can direct you down there. That's easy enough.
Okay. Before I go, I'll take some money out of the treasury just because it's quite expensive.
Yeah, you can take some money out with you if you need to spend it. And you can make your way down to where you were directed. Let me just give you a person who you can talk to. So this particular person is called Croc Fang. It's a half orc man, and he's got this sort of like riding sort of outfit on, but it's almost like a bit like a pilot sort of jumpsuit, but it's leather and it's got straps and all sorts on it. And yeah, I mean, if you approach him, he'll notice you.
Hello, Mr. Frank.
Hello, how can I help?
We are going griffin hunting, and we're looking to procure it full, guys. Yeah, but obviously we need something to hold it in. We're just looking for a bit of advice. See if we can buy something off you to help. Like,
Yes, we did have a contract out to capture this griffin. Absolutely. We don't normally capture wild griffins, but we tend to just take their eggs and then raise them. But yes, we couldn't really pass up the opportunity. This farmer was having a problem; he'd be ashamed to see it killed. We do have an item. It was from the college, and he produces this little a little sphere with a button on the front. Yes, it amplifies a spell of holding. You see, and well, you can if you can get to this beast close enough, you could activate it, and it should capture and contain the beast inside the ball.
nice. Okay, how much do you want for it?
Oh no! I don't want anything for it. You're doing us a favor, and we will of course reward you handsomely when you return.
Right, okay. I'll take the ball. And is there any hints on getting a griffin?
Yes, don't get killed. They can be pretty vicious.
Right, yeah. No worries. Is there any resistances or anything you know from griffins?
Yes, I can tell you a little bit about griffins. Let me see now. They fly, so you're going to want some way of bringing it down to your level, of course.
We'll just tell it a really bad joke.
Someone's just taken a D4 damage. Let us see. They can see really well, so you might have a hard time hiding from it. No real. They are a creature of flesh and blood. They're not anything too special, so anything can harm it. But yeah, he will probably attack you from the air, and that could cause you a few problems if you cannot fight it from ground to air.
What's the griffin's favourite food?
Well, primarily they go for horses, and I believe this farm where it is, they do keep livestock. But
Excellent, that's grand to know. Tell me, Druid, can you wild shape into a horse?
I can, yes.
oh, sorry, I didn't realize Gottle had gone as well.
Well, you know, I'm not
I
going to
think
just sit there watching the walls while they all go adventuring out there, am I, you know?
Yeah, I can wild shape in a horse, but also I need to cast that. Thinking of using the snare spell to keep him steady, which I won't be able to do if I'm a horse.
All right, I was only joshing you. I've got a way to bring a horse to the table.
Oh. Right, yeah. I thank Mr. Frank. And then yeah, leave.
Oh, he does this
Thank
weird,
you, Peter. Goodbye.
He does this weird salute thing where he sort of like just stamps his chest a few times with his fist and then bows. You guess it's some kind of weird thing that they do.
I'll pretend. Yeah, I'll just walk out.
Yeah.
So talk to God. We need to get some provisions. I don't think you're the best person to get that.
Well, you probably wouldn't like the provisions I'd take, so maybe
No.
not. Maybe a trip to the market might be the best bet for you.
Yes.
You could go to there was that shop called Go Outside that sold adventuring gear. They also have things like rations and such like. But whilst you're out and about, one of the things I sort of come up with on the little activities whilst you're travelling in a hex. So there's going to be a roll to made to see like what the difficulty of the journey is, if you have any encounters whilst you're out and about. But also, we're not going to go. You walk and we see a lovely tree and a hill. It's just going to be right. You rolled that. There might be an encounter. There might not be. The weather's changed. It makes you travel a bit slower. But then we'll go. You get to the base camp phase, as I've called it, where you've set your camp up at the end of the traveling day. You might have exhaustion, you might not, based on other factors. But you can then use that time for hunting and foraging. So if you don't want to spend money on provisions, you can take a chance with. We find some berries, we might shoot a deer. But again, that comes down to a dice roll. That what's the chance that you actually find either of those things? So it's just weighing things up for you.
Okay, I'll go outside. I'll
Yeah.
go outside.
You're going to go outside. Yeah. I won't make you RP it. It's just mundane shopping. It's if you want some
Yeah.
food rations, 1 gold for each ration.
Are we going to do the 2 farms, or are we going to do Griffin then back and then to the second farm?
I think Griffin then back makes more sense because the
Yeah.
other place is a long way away, and you don't want to be carrying a Griffin all that way. Your arms will get tired.
Yeah. Well, we got this little ball now, so that might. We'll see what happens.
You'll also know that at this time of the year, it's kind of like late summer, so it's still fairly warm. Winter clothing isn't necessarily something you're going to need. You might want
Yeah.
a tent, or you could just sleep under the stars.
Okay. So yeah, I'll get provisions for 5 people for 6 days.
Yeah.
I'm just quickly looking at my spell.
So that would be 6 gold. So I said one gold per person's rations. I know it would be more than that, wouldn't it?
Yeah, 5 days, so 30 gold.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and I'll get the. Is there a big tent or is it singular tents?
You could get a. I mean, if you're taking a horse and cart, you could certainly just buy one big tent.
Yeah, I'll get a 6-person tent as well.
Yeah, so it's quite a big tent. And we'll
Are there
call that.
any oil-powered lamps in the room back at the gardens?
Yeah, you'd have lamps. in there.
Excellent. I'll take a bottle of lamp oil with me.
Cool. For your tent, mark off 50 gold. I think that'd be reasonable for a large tent.
Yeah. Right here, and I wouldn't know what people have got in their inventory, so really, we'll pick up like 5 bedrolls as well.
Yeah. Okay. So if everyone wants to add a bedroll to their inventory, if you don't already have one, Rolio, I shall leave you in charge of the big tent. And
Yep.
it's up to you if you want to dish out the rations or whether you're going to keep those and just hand them out as you go. And by rations, it's not like meager portions. It's trail mix, maybe dried meat, stuff like that.
I'll hand the rations out. Just hand the 10. Right, yeah,
Hopefully,
and I believe that should be it.
you say you're going to hand the rations out?
Yeah.
Cool. So if everyone can add those to their inventory, then so they know they've got to mount, please. And each day you'll have to mark them down as well as we go. I know previously I didn't really like micromanaging, but I quite like this idea of this like little hexy stuff to see if it adds a new level of interest into the travel sort of side of things.
How many rations do we get?
It's 6 each.
6
5
each.
times
Okay.
6. Yeah.
Okay.
So
No.
for 1 hex outside of Porth Bre or any major settlement, but we'll use Porth Bre as the example at the moment, it's considered safe. And the reason being there are guards and city watch to patrol for 1 day's worth of space around the city. Once you go beyond that, the road becomes more dangerous. So we'll roll a d20. On a 10 or higher, there will be an encounter that day of some description. If you're traveling off the road, going cross country, encounters happen on a much lower DC, and navigation checks must also be made, and that's based on terrain and weather. Whilst you're traveling, any encounter afterwards, you'll make a Constitution save. That will give you or not give you exhaustion based on whether you pass or fail. And then obviously you've got the base camp phase. As I said, the party will decide when and where to make camp. Do you have enough food, or are you going to hunt, forage? And also a chance then to role play and talk about things, potentially get your bearings if you're lost. So it's fairly straightforward stuff. But is there anything you want to do before setting off?
I'm good. Don't know about everyone.
Yeah, me too.
Did you say that we've got a horse and cart?
Yeah, you have to pick it up.
I can't
Albertus
carry
is-
that all the way to the farm.
You don't have to carry it. It does come with wheels and legs. No assembly is required.
Right.
Yeah,
Then
there
I
will-
shall shout out the immortal words of shotgun.
Cool. Yeah, you take up position on the cart. So you're not taking the supplies right now. You're going to leave those at the cottage.
Before we go, then, if that is the case, I'll hide them with the same.
You don't need to hide the supplies that Albertus wanted you to take. You can just lock
No,
them
okay,
behind
that's
you.
fine.
Yeah, no one's going to
No
go
worries.
in there. Apart
The
from,
treasure is still hidden.
Apart from old Doodle or whatever his name was.
Oh,
Who,
before we go, I'll give Doodle some. What we paying him? I'll give him 5 gold before we leave.
Oh, that's most kind, my dear fellow. I wasn't expecting any money.
Do you want some contribution there for some of these outlays that you've had? Seems awful mad that you're paying for it all yourself. You know,
No, my young friend. That's coming out of the treasury. No, this is a group purchase.
oh, that's awesome. So it is. That's fine. I just wanted to make sure that you weren't, going to be beggaring yourself and having to go out on the streets with a cup.
Also, if
No.
we pay him that much, maybe we can take him with us so he can cook for us breakfast every morning.
He's slow. No, the only
We can
person who's
just-
going to be breakfast for is you.
Look, I
Sorry?
think-
The only person who's going to be breakfast for is you.
But we can always throw him in the back of the carriage and then he can stay there.
It's okay. I think we'll manage to get up in time for breakfast. I don't sleep an awful lot myself.
That's fine. Let's go because I might eat him in the end.
Yes,
Oh, in that
exactly.
case,
We
could
don't want him
take you
to
with
die.
us anyway.
He's in the room with you. He's like, oh, you want to eat me?
No, it's just a joke. How can I eat him? It's just a child.
Cool. Well, like I said, the mysterious figure and Brennan will go with you. I don't know if Brennan's having some internet issues or something, but Brennan was there with you. And yeah, you pick up your cart that was set aside for you from somewhere, well, the stables in the city, and you make your way to the north end, the top end of the city, and just out past the keep there, and you see there is a road that leads out through the forest, and it drops down through the hill, and it's because it's quite steep, it winds around, and it's quite a quite a nice forest, really. It'd be a nice summer evening walk. Plenty of wildlife to be heard. You see Watch sort of patrolling around, and eventually you break out of the tree line at the bottom of the hill, and you're out into the wilderness. And this is where chapter 1 of the campaign ends, and chapter 2 begins, entitled Into the Wilds.
Nice.
And the terrain here at the base of the hill is, as it expands outwards, you sort of see that from this north end, that there's a bit of a valley almost, not steep, but there's hills to your left and just off in front of you to the right, just in the distance, and then some sort of bigger, sort of more mountainous region there, far off in the distance to the left, a couple of days away. And you uneventfully make your way through this first day's worth of travel. Again, you see guard and watch. You also encounter a few traders, merchants roaming along the road with their own carts of goods in, and they seem to be accompanied by Crimson Blade mercenaries. And you reach the end of the day, and you're going to have to set yourself up a camp, which is easy enough to do.
Who's driving this cart?
Yep.
Put the handbrake on.
Handbrake on. So, can I find anyone that looks good? A little bit of coverage, like.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, you got it's quite a hilly sort of place here, so you can tuck yourself in against the base of a hill or something. And there are little outcroppings of woodlands, nothing like dense, but just little outcroppings of woods and scrub and that sort of thing.
Nice. We set up a tent with a hill to the back of the road, so we can't be seen from the road. And then set up tent there.
No problem.
We'll drag the horse and cart around the side of the tent so it's sheltered, and I'll gather some dead wood.
Yeah.
Not for fire or anything, I just like collecting dead wood.
Yeah, that's cool. Like I say, you won't need to make any checks at the end of this first day because you were in that safe zone. But mark down that you would have used up a ration each in doing this. And then the next day comes. And if anyone would like to roll me a D20, please.
18.
18, yeah. You set off on your journey again that morning. The weather's still fine. And as you trundle on down the road, you start to see there is what looks to be some sort of roadside tavern. Very large building. It's got its own stables. It's a stone building with a thatched roof. It's called the Last Inn. And then just opposite is a junction which heads off northeast, and it is signposted for the farm, Magister's Keep Farm.
Did you want to drink? Got all?
You know, maybe I should save the drink for celebrating the completion of the thing. I don't know. Go on then.
Nice. I pull the cart into tables.
Right.
Sorry.
Just a quick 6 and then we'll be on our way.
Nice. Yeah, I'll fancy a bum. Yeah, bum and coke.
Fancy a what now?
Your man here would like a bum cocktail with Coke.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, so
Yeah,
you
just
take,
going into the.
you take the horse and cart into the inn's what do we call it? Stables. You're greeted by quite a well-built female dwarf named Rosie, who is the manageress of the stable. Again, very traditional riding gear she's wearing, and there's a few sort of young hands who are helping her in there. and they'll take the horse and the cart off your hands, and they'll sort of direct you through to the pub. And the main person they'll direct you to is called Toby Jeeves. He is the owner of this establishment. And when you go into the building, it's very lavishly decorated to resemble a comfortable hunting lodge. It has accommodation if you were staying overnight. Very comfortable. But yeah, you'll find the prices are modest. It's got a lovely sort of bar restaurant with a good fire going. Yeah, I'll leave it up to you if you want to go for Billises and bums.
Yes, I'm gonna get a bum cocktail.
And I'm just a passenger on the cart, so I'll go for one of each.
Yeah, cool. I said prices are modest. You can just mark off 5 gold for all your drinks, and you can take a further 3 gold off if you want food as well. And it's very much like a carvery type meal.
Oh,
if that's what you want.
I'm going to have a big roast with a lot of beans.
Big roast with a lot of business, yeah. Cool.
I order eggs and ham.
Eggs and ham. Very nice. This
I'm going to serve and serve.
the owner, Toby, sort of strolls past your table. Very, he's a human man. Very, very well dressed in an expensive hunting style sort of clothes, like knee-high socks pulled right up. He's quite old, got grey slicked back short hair. Oh, very, very good. How are you all today? How are your new faces to me?
Well,
Well, you're a new
good.
face to us as well, so that's mutual. Hello, and how are you?
Oh, yes, I'm very good. I'm very good, sir. Very good. I hope you're having a pleasant stay here with us. I won't take up too much of your time. Just wanted to come and say hello, really.
Well, hello yourself.
Have you got any information what's going up on the farm there?
On the farm? Oh, some problem with Griffin, I believe. It's been, yes, it's been, he's been causing all sorts of problems. The farmers, they've just been frightened to go out into the fields, you see.
Do you know when the last time it was seen?
I think they see it daily.
Oh.
You haven't, you being decked out as a hunter and all that sort of stuff, you haven't got any good tips for catching griffins, do you?
I'm afraid not, dear fellow. No, this is just a bit of a, it's aesthetics. It looks pretty good, doesn't it?
Oh,
But,
it's an affectation. Is it?
yes. I'm afraid I'm no good at hunting. This is why I own a pub. I'm much better
Right,
at
so-
talking to people and selling them business and bums.
So is this a theme pub then?
Yes, you could say that. Yes.
Right, so I've heard of those. I heard of those. Right. Well, some hints and tips would have been useful, but it'll be fine. I mean, you hit the griffin with the pointy end, I guess, is the guidance for most of us.
Oh, yes. So I've heard.
Great, I'll go back to my drink. Nice to meet you, fella.
Yes, and you. He claps his hands and he sort of turns and walks off and bothers somebody else. And you'll notice in here there are, again, plenty of merchants, travelling merchants, maybe adventurers like yourselves, and a group of Crimson Blade in the corner around the table, and they're enjoying their own company and that. But you get the impression that they're meeting up again after maybe being broken up for a while, travelling with merchants to keep them safe on the road and that sort of thing. But they've, now they're caught back up in the same place. They're having a natter and, well, what did you see? And, I saw this going on the road, that sort of thing, But yeah, it's nothing particularly exciting to glean. It's just a nice place to stop.
Fair enough. I'm gonna finish eating my food then, and then usher everyone out, I guess.
Yeah.
shotgun again. If you think I'm walking with these legs, you've got another thing coming.
Are you taking one with you?
Well, that's a very good idea.
Okay, good. I feel like an enabler right now. Right, yep, let's go then. Off to Magister's Farm.
You get your horse and your cart, and you all jump on board, and maybe you walk next to it. I don't know. And you take that junction. Sorry, hang on. You take that junction that leads away from the main road, and you go down more of an old farm track now. It says rutted, grass growing up through the middle. And there's farmland. You can see some livestock off in the distance, plenty of cornfields. And who's got the higher? I think Rolio. Anyone got higher than 15 passive perception?
I do. I've got 17.
You got 17. You see in the field, in one of these fields, some sort of crops growing, maybe wheat or something like that. But there's a scarecrow in the middle of the field, and you notice as you're going past, its head, it's like it's following you as you pass.
Hmm.
And you sort of like looking at it, and you realise when you look away and when you look back again, it's moved. It's closer to you. You're only trundling along at a slow sort of pace on this track, and you've still got a good few miles to go yet till you're at the farm.
Who's standing beside me as we're walking?
Well, it's up to you whether you're on the cart or whether you're walking. I know Gossel's on the cart.
I'll be.
Thinking the cart. Driving. Yes.
I'm also on the cart and I'm on the back, lying like that, looking on the sky while we're traveling.
I slapped the side of the cart and asked them to slow down a little.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I
slow
explained
down.
what I've just seen.
I'm going to say Brennan's probably also on the cart.
Okay. So I'll bring it to a slow crawl.
Yeah.
And have a look at the scarecrow myself.
And it's there. It looks quite menacing.
Okay. Oh.
Oh,
It looks quite
I
menacing. It sort of like has this. It's almost got like a pumpkin for a head, let's say, and it's got like a floppy hat on, and its arms are just outstretched, and it's definitely like like a load of straw in a sack.
I say to the guys, as I'm saying to them, I say, keep your eyes on it, and I sort of sneak, like sort of go down into the corn and sort of crawl a little bit. As I'm doing that, I pull my bow off of my shoulder and notch an arrow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep my eyes grey on it.
yeah, I'm going
Do
to
you,
look at it too to see what's happening.
do you want me to do a stealth roll or?
I'll speak for Brennan and I'll say, why don't we just shoot it with fire? It's only straw.
Go for it.
Because Brennan is, of course, a fire druid. Let me just bring up his character sheet a moment, and we'll do it up.
Did we lose him? Where is he?
I don't know, but it's okay. I can run him for a minute. So I don't know if he's having internet problems or something. Because his camera went very dark, and now it's gone. So he might have been having issues.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see what we got here. He will use a spell. In fact, let's do that one. One action, 60 feet. Yeah, it's within 60 feet. So it's going to do. He's going to sort of point and create a bonfire underneath where this scarecrow is, which fills a 5-foot cube. So it has to do a dexterity saving throw. I don't know why, because it's not exactly going to jump out of it. It fails anyway, and it takes 1d8 of fire damage. Where's my dice gone? We're going to roll initiative at this point. So if you all want to prepare yourselves for that. I'm just going to mute my microphone because my wife is about to put the kettle on. So give me 2 seconds. You will get your initiatives ready, and I'll do this damage a moment, and then we'll carry on. It's going to be 2 secs. Right, so he took 4 points of fire damage. That scarecrow in this bonfire. So you see his fire erupt up around it, and now everyone can see it's moving because it's flailing its arms about and it's letting off this kind of screeching sound as it goes up in flames. Do you want to just give me your initiatives real quick?
17.
15.
13.
21. Oh, 13 and 21. 13 for Corpse, 21 for me. Sorry, mate.
What was yours again? Sorry, Rolio?
17. Well, the 16 plus 1.
Okay, so Forgan, you're going to go first. Oh, sorry, Tom's mysterious character. You're going to go first.
Okay. Since I wanted to do like a hide in the field, hide action, am I able to still do that as a bonus action for my cunning action?
Yeah, you can go and hide in the field. That's fine.
Alright. Yeah, I got a 12 for a stealth check. Right. But with that, I will shoot my arrow at it. And got a 14.
Yeah, or you passed on your stealth anyway. It didn't notice you, especially on account of the fact it's on fire.
Okay.
But yeah, you hit it with a 14.
Okay. And it's 5, and I've got to do. How do I do? It's 2d6, isn't it? Because I am a rogue.
Is that for your sneak attack?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're hiding from it, then yeah, you'll have advantage.
So it's 9 points of damage in total.
Nice. That puts him on. That puts him on. Doing maths, my head doesn't want to work right now. 23. Cool. Yeah, I mean he's pretty wounded by all of this that's going on so far. You see like bits of it from the flame as well, the material, and that's breaking away from him. We go to Rolio. Oh, Rolio, if that is everything from the mysterious figure.
Yeah.
Okay. Will it be an action? No. We've stopped the cart, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, no worries, that's fine. So I will cast Guiding Bolt.
Yeah.
At the scarecrow. 120 foot range. Roll d20. Plus 5 is. It's a dirty 20. So,
Yeah.
I'm guessing.
Oh yeah.
6, 4, 10, 4, 5. 19 points of damage.
19.
Radiant. Yeah, radiant.
Woof.
4d6.
Sweet. Yeah, you
Oh,
blast.
and whoever hits him next disadvantage.
Cool. It will be the scarecrow next, but you blasted huge amounts of stuff off of it. Being as it's his turn, I'll get him to his dex save again, which he fails, and he succumbs to the flames and falls to the ground in a heap. burning away.
Oh.
But that's successful. You've destroyed the scarecrow. I'm not going to say that was a particularly stressful encounter for you, so no one's going to make any constitution saves. And you can complete your journey. You can get back on your cart and make your way down this farm track through all the farmland. And into the maps channel, I'm just going to pop you up the actual farm. So you can see what that looks like upon your arrival. Upload a file. Magister's Keep Farm. And go. So when you arrive there, it's just popped up now. You come by this dirt track. It's up there on the left-hand side of the screen between the field and the farmhouse. And there's the farmhouse just there, quite a big house. Trees, the beginnings of cornfields just below you to the south, and then you've got some of these ruined buildings over in front of you as well. Yeah, that's what you're faced with. You don't see anybody about at the moment.
I guess we go up to the farmhouse.
Yeah.
If everyone's to give it up.
You pull your cart in, and perhaps you go and knock the door. And you hear some shuffling about inside. And eventually an older woman appears. She's got like a quite curly grey hair, quite short, stooped over. She's wearing like a pinny and quite a nice dress, floral sort of dress. And she appears to you and answers, "Yes, my dear, can I help you?"
Is that Mrs. Silver, perhaps?
Mrs. Who? You have to speak up. I'm a bit deaf.
No, are you Mrs. Silver?
Oh, yes, you can call me Margaret. Marjorie, sorry. I'm also a bit daft in my old age. Forgot my own name. Yes, I'm Marjorie.
Hi, Mrs. Silver. We're here for two reasons.
Oh.
One, your griffin.
Oh, the griffin.
We want to get rid of that griffin for you.
Yes, he's a
And
great name.
I would also want to have a look at your catacombs, if I could.
Oh, they would want to look at my catacombs for a while. Yes. You can certainly have a look in. Well, yes, you can go down there. Don't think there's much going on. We never go down there.
Right, so when does the griffin normally show?
Oh, he's around all the time. You've got to be careful, you know. We've got our family down the fields working. Oh, he's always after the livestock. We've got to put all them in the barn. Lock them away.
Right. Okay. And where are the catacombs?
Oh, we're somewhere in the ruins over there in the yard. You'll have to go and have a look around, my dear.
Right. So we've heard that the griffin likes to get horses. Is that right?
Oh, he loves a horse. We had at least 10 horses out in the fields, and they all went.
Oh. Okay.
Could we put our horse in your barn?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. You brought a horse, oh yes. You want to get him in out the way?
Great. I'll go and do that then, shall I?
Yeah, she'll
Yeah.
point you off. It's just across the yard. No, it's not on the map there, but she pops you across. Yeah, there's a barn over there. You can.
I am not losing my ride because we're not being sensible.
Good idea, Goal. Okay, Marjorie. We're gonna go and try and bait this griffin. So if you want to stay inside.
Yes, he's down in the cornfields. He's got a nest.
Oh.
Yes. He's got a nest down there, and it's in the cornfields.
All right. Okay. Okay. All right, Marjorie. If you're staying safe, we'll get this sorted for you. Okay.
Oh, you're a tremendous darling. Thank you very much. Thank you.
No.
And when you come back, I'll have a nice pot of tea on the go.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Right, Marjorie. See you soon.
Try not to get
Remember
yourself
then.
killed.
I will try. So I'm going to talk to the group. Yeah. I think we could. I can make a horse appear. Yeah, and cast snare underneath it, which we could use to bait out. There, bait the griffin out. Unless anyone's got any better ideas.
What are we?
That. Sorry, go on.
Are we going to use any bait?
Yeah, well,
for it
I can make a
to-
horse appear.
I've wandered back from tying up the horse now. Well, I could make a horse appear and you could be ready with your spell, if you like. I'm quite
Yeah.
good at horses.
Yeah.
I will just point out, as you made your pit stop as well in the pub, and it is most of the way across this hex to where the farm is. It's not night time, but it's later in the afternoon.
Right. Do you think we should take a rest first? Does anyone need to take a rest?
Do we have any effects from the traveling, Mike, or is the right
Do you have any what from the travel?
effects? Because you said we might become fatigued and stuff.
No, because it wasn't a stressful or like a strenuous combat. It was fairly easy.
Yeah.
Do we know? So I asked the old lady in the farm, what time does the griffin come out? Is it in the morning or in the night?
Yeah, you go back and knock the door, and you hear the shuffling about again, and eventually say, "Hey, it's you again. Hello."
Hello. I think I want to ask you about the griffin. Is he coming in the night or in the day?
Well, he flies about during the day, but I would imagine at night he's got a nest in the fields. As I said, he's probably nesting down.
I'm
during the
sorry.
day.
Yeah, I lost a bit.
Sorry, nesting in the night, not in the day. Of course, he's flying around in the daytime. We all have to. Oh, yeah, he's going to be so careful.
So maybe we can put uh, the bait there, and then we can kind of camp somewhere near so we can see what's happening.
Are you talking to me, or shall I? Can I go
No,
back in
so
now?
you can go. Bye. I'm
Oh,
going
thank
back
you.
to my friends. So what do you think if we put a bait there, and but we can camp close, hidden, so we can be within the range if we need to use the device that they gave us?
I think we need to catch it with all the device. I think the device is just for us to carry it.
Okay.
So yeah, I think we go with the snare and horse
Right.
trap, that old style hunting.
Why don't we go down to the field and we can have a look and see? It is getting quite late.
Yes,
So
okay.
maybe it is trying to sleep now, and if we sneak up on it.
Yeah, we can do. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, we'll go down to the field.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go across to, if you all want to go into Owlbear Rodeo. I don't know if I'm going to have to send you a link again.
I'll try.
I might have to. But it might not. You might be right. Rodeo, you're in. I just have to remember how to add a new map in. Collections. There we are. A new image. It's just an image of the field, to be honest with you. It's nothing special. But it does mean
That's
that
a dark and desolate field.
It is a very dark and desolate field. But like I say, it is summer months, later summer months, so you're going to be able to have still quite a bit of vision. I'm not going to say it's completely impeded you. So can I open that? Is that into my thingy now? Oh yes, there it is.
Sounds like any minute you're going to say one time at band camp.
This one time at D&D band camp. Okay, so who have I got there? That's Brennan. I'm going to pop you all up into this top corner a moment. As you make your way down through the corn rows, and I'm going to stick in characters. See, if I was prepared, I would have had all this done earlier on. Tokens. For some reason, the Griffin is called Max. I don't know why. But he is called
Good name for a
Max.
Griffin.
Max the Griffin. And he's there in the nest, where you might, well, you wouldn't know he's in the nest yet. But I don't know if I'll make him bigger. Anyway, that's by the way. He's in the nest. You know he's quite big. Let's not worry about that now. So, how do you want to proceed? Stealthily, I imagine.
Yes.
Okay, well, let's have a group stealth check then.
I mean, you sure you want to go stealthily?
Mike, would you be able to send me a link to the what you're on, because I can't seem to find or get on it,
Hang on.
please?
Invite link copied, and I'll stick it in. Not there. I shall stick it in Discord on your player chat thing.
Okay, thank you.
There you go. Right, where was I? Where were we? Right, so in the field, I was going to do perception. Oh dear.
So for the stealth, I rolled a 19.
Yep.
I rolled a mighty 5.
What did you get, Rolio? Everything's gone quiet. Why is
I
everything
think
gone
you're
quiet?
muted.
I think your headphones are playing up again.
Yeah.
I'll just quickly do a roll for Brad in a moment. Oh dear, that wasn't a good one. Where's
Headphones. It must be something on my laptop.
So Brennan's failed. Say again there.
I think that's the second set of headphones. So there's something wrong with my laptop.
Yeah, no, well, that's fine. Well, we can get through it for now.
But I got 13 plus 1, 14.
14. Yeah. What about mysterious character?
I got a 21, a 14 plus 7.
Did you? Oh, you did give me yours, didn't you, Gossel? Yeah. As a group, you've passed. So you can approach it as you like. It's in the middle of the field, but you'll obviously have to do. You'd be doing some exploring of the field and having a look around, but eventually you could all sort of stumble across hearing this loud creature sort of breathing deeply as it seems to be resting, maybe shuffling about in its nest. What do you want to do?
And can we see it? Can I see it?
So, if you move yourselves closer to sort of like maybe this corn row over here, adjacent to it, perhaps. I mean, you can all sneak up there. That's fine. I'll just move your tokens across for you. You could see it through the corn rows.
And it's on the floor, yeah?
Yeah, it's in its nest. It's all like tucking its head in underneath a wing, perhaps, and trying to settle down for the evening.
I'm going to try something ridiculously stupid because I have to touch it to catch snares. So I'm going to try and sneak up on it.
Yeah.
And
Without screaming.
Before you go, can I just big you up in a bardic sort of style and give you
Next
some
second.
inspiration there that you're going to do a grand job, and I've got ultimate belief in you and all that sort of jazz.
Right. That's plus.
It's a plus 1d6.
1d6.
Yes, for 10 minutes.
11 plus 2. 13. 14.
What's the roll for?
Oh, fell. Sorry. You didn't tell me to roll fell. My bad. I was just assuming it's because it'd be sneaky.
Yeah, I mean, if you make a separate one because you're on your own now, at disadvantage. Yeah, you pass it.
Oh, so if I can touch it, I'm going to cast snare on him then.
Well, you'd probably have to. You'd see where it is and maybe sneak around the other side.
Yeah.
It's not very clear from this token, but its head is this way. You see the
Right.
pointer there. So where are you? You're
Right on
around here.
side of him. Well, behind it.
You'd have to sneak around to the back there.
Yeah.
And yeah, you're very roguish sort of style. You sort of sneak over and oh no, you weren't a rogue, were you? Were you a rogue?
No.
No, you weren't.
No, I'm a druid. Yeah.
Druid. You sort of just reach across the top of the nest, and you're just able to touch it ever so slightly on the tail.
Okay. So yeah, I'll cast Snare on it. It's a Dex 13 save.
Okie dokie. I'm afraid it passes.
Oh god.
And it's very much awake now, seeing or having been touched by something, and it jumps up and looks around right in your face. I will say you can have a surprise round on it because it has been startled by you.
Then it will be. Yeah. I'm gonna bounce out of this. I'm gonna Misty Step.
You're gonna Misty Step away?
Yeah, to behind Bano and Gottle.
Yeah, well, if you want to move your token then on the map,
Yeah.
where you want it to be.
Poof. Boom.
Oh, well, in that case, let's everyone roll initiative then, please.
11.
9.
13.
What was that, Tom?
14.
14. Rogan
5.
9. And Gossel was 5. Tom, are you ever going to tell them what your character's name is?
Yeah, I will.
Or are you going to be Mystery Man forever? Let's
No,
see,
no,
what's
no, no.
Brennan? Well, Brennan's actually quite high up there. With a 17. And then the Griffin goes in there. Cool. Well, Brennan's up first. So let's roll for him some dice. Where's his character sheet? I think he will. You know what? It's a cantrip. Let's do it again. Let's create a bonfire on the nest. The Griffin fails, and up goes the nest in flames. Griffin in amongst it all, and it takes 5 points of fiery damage as it goes up. Who's next?
You do realise
Mysterious-
we're supposed to be capturing this beast, you great lump of a druid.
Mysterious figure, you're up next.
Okay. I'll take. Is he? Well, I'm gonna. Okay. I would like to. I'll see. It's a lightning. Okay. I'll pull out my short bow and I will take a few steps back, while sort of cautiously going backwards. Take aim and take a shot with my short bow.
Yeah, so you retreat through some of the cornrows and take a shot.
I've got 19.
It hits.
And for 4 points.
4 points. Yeah.
Could I, as a bonus action, take a hide action and sort of run or move down one of the rows of corn?
Mm-hmm.
That one.
Yeah.
No, it's not. Sorry, no, it's not. No, it's. No, I thought that was a 1. It looked like a 1 on the dice. Sorry, I got a 2 plus 7, so it's a 9. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Okay. Yeah. whatever you thought to do doesn't go off, and then you see the griffin sort of, as the arrow strikes, rears up on its back legs, flapping its wings in this flame, letting off a screech. Opal, you're up.
I think I'm. Is it close to us? How close are we with it?
Well, if you look on the map, you'll see where you are.
Oh, sorry.
You're about 10, 15
Yeah, I
feet away
see.
from it.
I see. Um, I'm just thinking because we need to get it alive. I don't know how to. mm, Actually,
Well, at the moment, it is severely pissed off.
and we need to go. So this machine that they gave us, this little device, does it need to be very close to the griffin to trap him, or is it just to carry him?
You don't know. Sadly, no one asked that information.
Because I was thinking I can try and jump on the back and claw myself there and try the device, but this means that I will get probably stuck in there with him, isn't it? Um, so I think she will get her crossbow ready and wait because I don't want to injure the griffon because we need it alive.
Already injured, but yes, okay. I appreciate what you're saying.
Yes, I saw that the other hit it, but I don't want to go further ahead. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Okay, in that case, you are holding an action. It's
Yes.
Rolio, oh Rolio.
Okie dokie. I think we need to try and knock him out. Or her out. Do we know? If I hit him, that's going to be too much. I will use the short sword will appear on my hand, and then frostbite will fly through to con 13 save.
Yeah, hold on. Let me bring it up. It's passed.
Okay, then it's half damage. No,
Yeah. What was the damage on it? You have to remind me.
1 damage.
1 point of damage.
Yes.
Well, the griffin is up next. If there's nothing else on your turn.
No, so I don't really have any bonus action.
Cool. You've done the most damage to it, and it's pretty pissed off with you.
Great.
It takes to the air, and it swoops down and comes over the top to hit Rolio, and it has to come down close. So this is what happens. It multi-attacks. So as it comes down, it tries to peck at you with its beak. So to hit, that is 6. That's a 9 to hit.
No.
And in its frustration, it turns and swipes its claws, which is a 8, 9, 10, 11, 14 to hit.
No, unfortunately not. AC 15.
Cool. So it fails on both counts, and it's got an 80-foot flying speed, so it's just done 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. So it's circled around. As it left your area, though, you can get your opportunity attack on it.
So as it's going past, I'll try snare again.
Yeah, okay.
So it's Dex 13 again. I'm guessing it's got
You
quite
reach
high
out-
dex.
You reach out and grab it, or attempt to grab it. It does pass.
No,
Can I ask something?
You can.
So, because Opal has a ready action, when she sees that it's going to take off, can she try to jump on its back and kind of claw itself? And then, if
Yeah, so
she.
as it's come past you to come in and attack Rodeo, you can absolutely jump on it or attempt to jump on it.
Yeah, because I think if it starts flying, then it would be difficult to find him. So if we want to knock him down, maybe she can try and drain a little bit of the griffon until
Yeah,
it becomes wicked. Do you know what I mean? So does this is this something that can be done?
yeah, yeah. So just make an acrobatics check to see if you can launch yourself onto its back.
17,
Yeah, so you get on and then make a strength check to see if you can hold on.
20, 30.
Yeah, so you jump on it and you hold on, and you're
And
successfully attached to the griffin, which is now taken you where where'd you
can
take us?
I
You're over
start
there with it.
can I start biting it and start draining so
Uh,
until it becomes unconscious, not kill it?
you can on your turn because you use actions
Okay.
to get onto it.
Hmm.
It's Gottle's up next.
Right. How knackered is this griffin looking?
Not at all. It's looking a figure of health, even though it's taken some damage.
Right. Then in that case, I will cast dissonant whispers at it.
Okie dokie.
So it needs to make a wisdom saving throw, if you please.
Ooh, okie dokie, wisdom. That is a 19.
Well, it goes and passes, doesn't it? Well, that's just fine. Um, on a successful save, half as much damage. So you only take half of this. So you can take half of 7, so you can.
Half of 7. Cool. No problems.
And anyone stood near me will just hear these little curse words going off the little fucking fecker, fucking bitch, bastard, little shit, fucking shit bastard.
And for Opal on its back, flying through the air, you sort of feel it shudder a little bit, but nothing too serious.
It's like
Um,
he has like a fly stuck on him.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. Right, well, if there's nothing else from Gottel, it's Brennan. Let's see, what could Brennan do? I don't want to be throwing spears around. I think Brennan will, not knowing what to do at the moment, because he knows Opal's on its back, so he doesn't want to be trying to damage it too much. He'll stand back from it and miss his turn. We go to the mysterious figure.
So he sees the young girl sort of jump on his back. Taking into account, he will move up this row to there, and he'd take aim and aim at one of the wings of the actual griffin
Mm-hmm.
with an arrow. Um,
Please don't roll one.
no, he got a 13 plus 5, so it's 18.
Yeah, that hits.
Uh, I've got 4 damage, and since she is on its back, though, do I get to roll a sneak attack or not?
I think technically yes, because there's an ally nearby. Yeah, go on. Why not?
Okay, plus 7, so it'd be 11 damage in total.
Uh, it was 4, wasn't it, to begin with?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've taken off already. Yeah. That puts it there. Yes, it does.
And then what he will do, he will run through the corn and head towards the nest.
Yeah, the nest is on fire at the moment. Don't forget.
Yeah. He's just trying to get himself in a better position for another shot if it's going to circle.
Yep, that's fine. For Opal on its back, you see the arrow strike through its wing, and you hear it as it gets hit, and it's looking like it's getting bloodied.
Mm.
Opal, it is over to you.
Okay, so as a bonus action, they cannot see it, but the griffin can feel that Opal's claws are becoming longer and she's shifting. And then, while she's up on him, she kind of she does what is it?
Opal's definitely shifting, 60 foot per round at the moment.
Sorry.
That's not bad.
Where is my bite?
Jokes aren't no good when you have to explain them.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm not very good on jokes because I don't understand them. So I do a bite attack. Okay, and on the griffin. 22.
Oh yeah, that hits. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, sorry, I'm just reading what so this is 4 piercing damage plus
4. Yeah.
11 necrotic damage.
11 necrotic. So that
But if in any point she realizes that it's going to, she doesn't want to kill it, so she will stop draining before it dies.
Yep. All right. Yeah, you feel a lot of its strength go, and you feel like its wings are, it's laboured now in its flight. But if there's nothing else,
Also, sorry to interrupt, I think it needs to do. I don't know if I can grapple this griffin because
well, I
it's
would
too
say you
big.
are anyway because you're already latched onto it, so it fall off.
So does it need? If it is grappled, can it fly?
Well, yeah, because you're only holding onto its back.
Yeah, because it's too big, isn't it, to stop
Oh,
him?
it'd be too big for you to. Yeah,
That's
you're
fine.
gonna wrap
Okay.
it up.
Yeah. Yep.
Rodeo. Oh, rodeo. You're gone very quiet again. Still quiet. It could just be Discord being a pain in the bum. I'll tell you what, why don't you restart Discord? The Griffins go is next. And if you restart Discord and come back to us in a second, and I shall catch you up on what's happened. I'm going to
He's
assume...
messaging. Yeah.
Where's my thing? It's past bedtime now, so my thing won't give me notifications. All right. I assume you're going to restart. So let's go on to the Griffin a minute. And something very exciting happens on the Griffin's turn. It is a creature of some intelligence, and seeing that it's getting a bit of a pasting, you'll. Oh, there he is. All right.
Yeah. I was gonna hold action for snare, and then it'd be like
Okay.
Griffin's go anyway.
Cool. Well, I was just saying the Griffin's turn. Where has it gone? It knows it's getting a bit of a pasting, and it changes tact. It's quite an intelligent creature. And it, with Opal on its back, goes 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. it's heading away, and it's heading for the hills. It's gone. It's gone
Bye.
60. It's gone 60 feet. Opal, you will notice you are quite high up.
Yeah, I cannot jump.
We will go to Gottel.
So it's how far away? About 60 foot.
It's now flown 60 feet away. I'm gonna say it's. In fact, let's roll for it. How high up is it? Oh my god! It's gone. It's gone up to 100 feet.
Oof.
Right. So then,
Dripping blood as it goes.
well, the only thing I've got that'll hit 100 feet is my crossbow. So I guess.
Yes, it's 100 feet up, 60 feet away in like straight line distance.
Right. So I'm going to have to cart it a little bit because that's too far on the diagonal.
Yeah, it'd be like, what would that be, like 120, 140 maybe?
Yeah.
Something like that.
So if I go half the distance, that's about 30 foot.
Yeah.
So that should put it within the range of the crossbow there. And I'm going to aim to clip its wings
Okie dokie.
with an 18. So it is.
Yeah, that hits.
For 3 mighty points of crossbow damage right through the pinion.
Cool. You hear a screech, a loud screech from it, but it's slowing it down, but it's not going to stop it at the moment.
All I can do.
Cool. Brennan would be up next, and without studying his character sheet for any length of time, I don't know what Brennan could really do about it.
A pigeon.
That might work. What's the range? Oh no, it wouldn't work. I think I'm just going to have to pass on his go again because I don't know enough about what he might do. Summon one. No. I don't know what it's. No, okay. Brennan will take a pass. So we go to mysterious figure. Mysterious figure.
Sorry, I was muted. Totally forgot I was muted. So since it's flying off and it will be out of my range, I'll have to do a disadvantage. I'm
You
going to
could
take a
close
shot.
the gap up a bit.
I know it's the height. You said it was 100 feet up in the air.
It's 100 feet up, 60 feet in a straight line away. So it'd be like, say, about elevation wise, maybe 120, 140.
Yeah. So I'll have to do it.
If you stayed the full 60 feet away, if you close 30 feet, then you'll bring that into probably acceptable range.
Well, I got a 16, and this is so yeah, I got 16, and that's with disadvantage because I got 18 and a 16.
Okay, well, 16 still hits.
Okay. Roll for damage. 3, that's 6. Is the girl still hanging on?
Opal's still on there, yeah.
Okay. Okay, I got 6 short bow damage, and then for my my other one is 11, so it would be 17 altogether for my sneak attack. Yeah, that's with sneak attack.
Okie dokie.
And I'm
Opal.
aiming at his wing again.
Well, Opal, you see this arrow strike, and that's when you feel that all too familiar, the life has gone out of this thing. And the realization comes to you that, oh fuck, I'm quite a long way up.
I will use it to. So I will be on the creature, and I'll try to use it as a shield, because when it starts falling, I'll try to.
I don't know if that's going to really work. It's
Yeah,
a
but
big
just before
creature.
it just before it falls down, I can try acrobatics and see if I can tumble up. You know what I mean? So while it is falling, I can use
How long is it going
acrobatics.
to take to fall?
Not long. 100 feet, really. It's not that.
Is it going to be this turn or next turn? I mean,
Oh, it's coming down now.
yeah, but is it going to fall down in one turn, 6 seconds? Probably 100 feet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then reaction feather fall
On
on
Opal.
Opal
Yeah, that's cool.
when she gets within 60 foot.
Is that it halves the damage or it doesn't do any damage? I can't remember now.
Feather fall
think it-
slows them down and takes no falling damage and can land on your feet.
Well, there you go. You have been saved.
Thank
That
you.
was lucky. That was very lucky.
Oh well.
Well, you've got a dead griffin,
Yeah.
Eh,
and as the fire, oh, now I see why you put Peter Griffin in the thingy.
Hey. Go on, somebody's getting a headache somewhere.
Yeah, maybe it's the farmer. You realise as the fire dies down its nest, you've also got a cooked egg in the nest. So sadly, Griffin riders don't get a griffin, but the farmers are happy.
I can't cast Cure Wounds on the Griffin, then I guess.
No, it's dead.
Oh, it is resurrection.
It's erection.
Resurrection.
Oh, right. I thought you said I said, why has it got an erection?
Can we harvest some? Was the griffin people reward only if we took a griffin back?
Yeah, you had to take a live griffin back.
Right. Wonder if I can disguise my unseen servant as a griffin for a short while. With a tarpaulin and some of these feathers. Start ripping out a few feathers.
Was there not a reward for dead or alive, or was it just alive?
The farmers would reward you for killing it,
Right.
but you'd have got a more handsome reward. So it was 500 gold, I think, for killing it from the farmers.
Good.
So we can close Albert Rodeo because you're not going to need that anymore. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So Opal very gracefully comes to the floor as this thing just goes head first, plows into the ground. Bit of a mess.
That's a shame because I could have bound it afterwards. I could have done a blood curse on it.
There we go. Perhaps returning to the farmhouse. The sun is well and truly dropped now. It is night time. Bit of a trot back, but you knock the door, and this time the husband and wife will come to the door. And his name was Raymond, wasn't it? And
Raymond Silver.
that's it. And he answers the door to you. Oh, well, brilliant! You dealt with that griffin, then, have you?
Yeah, he's all. She's all dead.
Oh, good. Oh, that's right. I'll send my son out in the morning. He can bring it in. Maybe we can butcher it up and eat it.
I was just gonna say, the unknown character is actually there with his dagger, and he's starting to sort of skin it, like take bits off.
Yeah, you could be doing that in the field. That's fine.
I had also been off harvesting feathers and talons and things for roofs.
Yeah, I mean, and you can quite happily tell this to the man, and he's not going to be worried about it. Less work for him.
That's it.
Fair enough. I was just going to see if we can stay in one of your fields for the night. We've got our own tent.
Oh no! You can stay in the farmhouse here. We got plenty of spare rooms.
Oh, okay. I mean, I was wonder if I did ask Mr. Silver earlier if we can go to the catacombs tomorrow.
If you do what? Sorry.
The catacombs tomorrow.
Oh, help yourself. I don't go down there. No, we don't go down there. Yeah, you can do that. No problem.
Nice. Relio's going to walk around the farm and then find somewhere quiet and start drawing his star maps again.
Yeah, that's fine. Rather than getting into anything new, if you want to, we can call it a day there.
Yep.
If you want.
Yes,
Um,
please.
I was just going to say before we go though, my character walks up to the farmhouse after butchering the beast up and sort of just goes and tells them that it's all been sort of portioned. Even though that he has got on his back, you can see like a bloodied sack of the bits that he wants for himself.
Yeah, they'd be happy with that. They'll pay you the money mentioned, which was 500 gold. Show you to a room, do up a nice meal for you. As it's the end of the day, you don't have to worry about exhaustion. And yeah, you can take a long rest. And next session, we will, by the sounds of it, explore these catacombs.
So before we close, also when I landed, you can see Opal. You see Opal. She goes around the great phone, like takes out a little bit of a notebook and she kind of writes things in it and a little bit of sketches. So you can see that she takes details of the creature and what was the weaknesses and what was his strengths, and just to get some knowledge of this particular creature, just in case she needs to like to find it again in the future to
Yeah,
fight
that's
it.
fine. Yeah, you can
Might
make
want to
notes on it.
also write down in your book there not to jump on the back of a flying creature unless you can fly yourself, Mrs.
Well, that's the fun of it, because if I just do it traditionally, it will be very boring. And
True, but
see,
I might not always be able to catch you.
I know, but I have to try.
What's your total hit points, Opal?
22.
22. So if I go 10, let's just see what that would have potentially have been. You would have been minced.
How much is going to be?
Well, 10d6.
Oh,
Defeat.
that's fine.
I rolled. That was a 35. But I mean, if that was
Yeah.
all sixes, I think that would have actually took you beyond
Yeah,
your maximum hit points. You would have died.
yeah. Oh well. She didn't think about it.
Oh, that's fine.
Fine. I caught you anyway. It's all right.
Thank
go.
you.
All right then, guys. Well, we'll conclude it there. So the next bit's it's another fairly full-on, probably an entire session anyway. So no point getting into it now. But let's all hit the hay.
No.
I hope Dan's okay. 'cause it's not like him.
Yeah,
Cheers,
I
mate.
know.
Yeah.
Did you message him?
I did send him a message saying, "Are you okay?" And I've not had anything back. So
Did
yeah.
you try WhatsApp?
I did Messenger. Hope he's all right. Probably just internet problems.
I've just seen your voice clip there, James. Yeah. I don't know. I'm sure he'll be fine.
Yeah, I'll just message him also on WhatsApp.
All right then, guys.
I'm
Well,
going to try
have a
and
nice-
figure out this issue with my laptop.
It could have just been Discord. It's been fine since you come back.
Oh. Yeah, it's gone through like two of my mics and the
Yeah.
laptop mic as well. So
It probably is just Discord being a pain in the arse because it does like to
Yeah.
do that sometimes.
it seems to be when I'm skipping between Chrome and Discord.
Yeah.
But I'll figure it out.
I wonder if you have Opera. It probably has a plugin for Discord, and you wouldn't have to keep swapping.
Oh, last time I put Opera on this laptop, it threw massive wobbly with me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it did not like Opera at all.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Well,
Let's see if Chrome's got one. I'll figure it out one way or
Alright.
another. I'll get it sorted.
yeah, that's fine. That's fine. All right. Well, let's have all have a nice evening and see
Thank
next
you.
time.
Thank
Bye,
you.
guys.
No,
See you in a bit. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.